I had to really let this fucking story sink in for a few days before I really thought about it again. So these savages sold their children for a fucking video game addiction. Sold their children for video games? Nothing wrong with video games. Nothing wrong with collecting. Nothing wrong with enjoying a little hobby. Nothing wrong with that. What the fuck? How could you sell your own fucking children? Your children! Your flesh and blood! Your flesh and blood! Beings you created, conceived, and fucking brought into this world, and all they were to you was fucking things to sell. Things! Things like fucking this! Things like this, and this, and this. That's what they were to you. That's what your own fucking children were to you. Things. Inanimate fucking objects. Is that all they fucking were to you? I don't care about the phone. Fuck the phone. Fuck the phone. Fuck the phone. Fuck the phone. Okay. I might be getting a little bit personal here. Very personal. My mom and dad are two of the nicest people you will ever meet. They are two of the kindest, most loving, and compassionate people you will ever meet. They have done so much for me. They have worked their asses off to make sure that I have a great life, to make sure that I do well in school, to make sure that I do well in the world, to make sure that I am a very productive and functioning member of society. Now, of course, like every teenager, I get into some arguments with my mom and dad. I get a little annoyed here and there. Everyone does, okay? But you know what? That doesn't fucking change anything. My mom had a hard fucking time getting me. My mom and dad had a very hard time getting me. Okay? They had to do so much fucking shit just to get me. It wasn't just stick the dick in the vagina and pregnant. No, my mom and dad couldn't have something that easy. No, okay? So it was incredibly difficult for them to have me. So they did all this crazy shit to get me. Okay? They had to do some crazy ass experiments. My father had to stick needles in my mother to make sure she was okay. You know, the doctors had to do it. Basically, I was conceived in a fucking petri dish. Okay? I was created in a petri dish. And then they put it back into my mom. They waited a few months, you know. I was supposed to be born in January of 1996. I was born October 25th of 1995. That's from an IV machine. Why do I have an IV in my hand? I was premature. So, my mom and dad worked their fucking asses off to have me, to conceive me. They do everything in their fucking power to have me. Because they want to have a child. And they have to take me, and my mom has some high blood pressure shit. They take me out of my mother's womb. They take me out of my mother's stomach. And And I'm a lovely shade of blue, as my father says. My father had to cover my mom's eyes because I was so blue. Because I was fucking blue when I came out. And they had to hook me up like crazy. And they had to do all the shit, and I had oxygen. I had like so many. They were worried if I couldn't walk, if I was gonna have fucking cerebral palsy. All sorts of shit. And they put my mom made sure that even with the fucking oxygen, that I would be treated like any normal kid in some way. She took me trick-or-treating back when I lived in the city. She did everything she could to make sure that I would have a good life. Both my parents have done this for me. And the fact that my mom and dad had a hard-ass fucking time getting me, making sure that I've had as great a life as I fucking had, and you pieces of fucking filth, savage garbage sold your fucking children for a gaming. You should be fucking dead. I really wish your kids killed you. I wish your kids fucking killed you. Because then they would be put in a foster home, and hopefully a foster parent would give them the love and the attention and the fucking love that they deserve. And these children deserve, because they're fucking in human trafficking. Human trafficking. How the fuck could, what the fuck was going through your fucking head? What? How could you sell your children, your fucking children, for not even There's so many people in this world, who are poor, who are on welfare, and they are doing everything they fucking can to make sure that their kids are okay. They're doing everything they fucking can to make sure that their children are safe. To at least try their best to make sure their kids have a good life. And you sell your child. You don't put your child up for adoption. You fucking sell them as slaves. You sell your children. I really wish right now that I could find these kids, wherever the fuck they are. I wish I could take them in if I knew who they were. If I knew who the fuck these kids were and I was living on my own, I would take them in. I would take them in and raise them as my own son or daughter. I would make sure they would go to the best fucking schools I could get them in. I would work my fucking ass off to make sure that they have a better life than the fucking shit that you've done. I'm 18 years old, and I want to have children when I'm 30. I want to have children when I'm in my 30s. And I want to be a father. I want to share all these wonderful things that I've grown up with. All these beautiful things that I've had in my life. All this vast history from my family. I want to share. I want to have a child. And I want to be able to watch all 3 of the Toy Story movies with him when he's 1 year old. I would love to be a father and be able to do that. I would love to be a father and be able to share little moments with my children. And I would only hope that they would not have the special needs difficulty that I had. And I could only hope that I can be, because my parents have always told me, don't make the same mistakes I made, make new ones. I hope that I can be just as good or even better than the parents they have been for me. I don't want my child, and when I have a kid, I don't want him or her to be taken out of their mother's womb. Taken from their mother's womb and be hooked up to all this shit that I was hooked up with. The only thing I can hope for is that when I have children, is that I would do everything in my power to make sure that when I had a child, they would have as great a life as I have or better. And I would do everything I could for them. No matter what the fuck it took. I would make sure my fucking children had a great life. Damn you fucking people. Damn you to hell. Damn you both. You might as well have fucking killed your kids. Oh, but then you wouldn't have made fucking money off of them, would you? No! I'm glad you're in jail at least. This is one thing, any prison. You know, it doesn't matter, fucking murderer. People who sell or kill their kids, or kill children in general, are not the most well-liked in prison. And a lot of shit can happen in prison. I hope these children are found. I hope they're brought to safety. I don't care if I don't know these children or not. I want them to be brought back. I want every child who's been sold into sex trafficking or has been put through some of the most horrible experiences to have a good life at some point. As a man, I cannot stand to see this type of injustice. And I hope when I'm on my own that I can do great things for humanity. That is all I can hope for, is to be a great person, because I love life. I love the life I live, and there is no fucking reason why everyone should not have a great life. Live long and prosper and have a great day.